It's good to be back in programming again. Especially when it comes to learning completely new stuff. Like, the new stuff itself is just really, really good. But yes, no, very productive time, very productive time. I'm tired, but manic. This is good. Hello, folks, hello. Hopefully we're doing fantastically well today. Hello, TV, hopefully you're doing well. I am Malcolm Bell, and welcome back to my patch notes session. Oh, it's good. Have you considered having some Coke? No, I'm caffeine free. I'm caffeine free. I don't caffeine. I have some chocolate. I have water, but no caffeine. No, stay uncaffeinated. No, Coke will not help me. I'm going to be very tired this evening, and I'm going to get a very good sleep, and I will have a good day tomorrow. I need to have a good day tomorrow. I got an appointment tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. But yes, hopefully you're having yourself a good day, TV. Good morning to you. I know it's moderately early for you. Not ludicrously so though, unlike sometimes. But yes, gacha game progress today at 6 AM. Yeah, what are you doing awake at this time? What are you doing? Yeah, see, this is why I like starting at, like, you know, 4 o'clock my time. At least then it's like 8 o'clock, which is a bit more reasonable. Hopefully you're not waking up too ridiculously early for this, according to your own sleep schedule anyway. Appreciate it nonetheless. But yes, gacha game. Oh my god, the progress in the gacha game. It's tangible now. The progress is tangible. I've been up since 2. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Well, at least you're an early bird, it seems. Hopefully you are. Yeah. Best of luck with it, TV. Take it easy, rest, do what you need to do. Sleep when the time comes to sleep. Maybe go back for a nap. It is Sunday after all. If you can go back for a nap, go back for a nap. That sounds like a good idea. I will maybe nap this evening. That would be quite nice, actually. You know, assuming I don't, you know, just spend the whole time doing more programming, which I very well might do, actually. Yeah, the progress is ridiculous. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the last patch notes stream. It's been a while. And I'm missing my pen and paper. That's through in my room. So I don't have that to refer back to very quickly when it comes to looking at what we were up to last week. If memory serves, last week what we were primarily interested in was having a little look at the client and server interactions. Go and get it then. No, I refuse. Last time we were looking at the client and server interactions. We were making sure that they still behaved, and they do. We were making sure, we were just making sure that the client behaved, that the server behaved, that they were interacting okay, and preparing to be moving towards actually having a fully functioning client that can then interact with the server. And that was good. That was really good. That was really, really, really good. I have made a couple of minor steps as well in the meanwhile. Let's see, hold on. Do I actually have anything in a spreadsheet that I can show? I do so love sharing things in spreadsheets. I don't think especially. I think all I've really done is had like another little think about what to do with all the characters, specifically like their abilities or primary game mechanics. But I started realizing that I was just kind of getting lost in the weeds with that, without having an actual game to make testing all of the gameplay features easy to work with. That was kind of the limiting factor. So yeah, priority moved away from working on, thinking about the individual characters and stuff. We've got a couple of ideas for them. We've got a couple of ideas floating. But yeah, it went towards the actual hard, technical, programming stuff of learning UI design. Yeah. So yeah, I have no real experience with UI design. I have no real experience working with, front-end software and that kind of thing. Or, developing it. I am no front-end developer. So yeah, I had to learn this entirely from scratch. And I've basically learned it all in like the last 3 or 4 days. It's been brilliant. It's been great. It's been literally this week that I've been working on this and making some progress in it. I struggled for a little while. I say struggled. I didn't really struggle per se. I got myself a bit lost for a while thinking, okay, what can I use for a front end? Like for what the user actually sees, user interface, all that jazz. Front end. And I was thinking, well, there's a lot of discussion about .NET being things that a lot of, what are they called? A lot of employers that I've been looking at, they've been looking for .NET, which is pretty good for making kind of web apps and kind of thing, which is, somewhat related to what I'm doing. There's also some ways of using .NET alongside Python. So that is an option. That is something that's available to me as an option. But no. On having a little bit of a look into it, .NET is like very, 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 very weakly supported when it comes to Python. Yeah, exactly. It's a C# thing. Which is difficult, actually, which becomes a bit problematic. I know a little bit of C#. I've used it a little bit before. I am not unfamiliar with it. I've used C#, C++ in the past. But no, I will stick to my guns and continue using Python, mostly out of spite. But no, when it comes to Python, and if you're looking at doing anything involving a front end, basically the best shot by a long shot is going to be Kivy. It's going to be Kivy. Why do you torture me like this, Mal? Because I can. Okay, TV, because I can. So yeah, no, I'm continuing to insist using Python. And yeah, so I've started learning how to use Kivy, which has been very fun and interesting, actually. It's been very, very interesting. So had a little look through some, what are they called? Some like tutorials. And you can see some of the code for one of those up just now. This is for making a calculator app, which was very fun and interesting. And yeah, I can actually demonstrate what the calculator app even looks like. And guess what? It actually works. Behold. There's a calculator. It's very basic. It only does like, basic mathematical functions for now. But I could make it do more if I wanted, and I know how to make it do more. So yeah, this literally works. I can like click on the buttons. So like 5 times 3 equals 15. Sweet. Divided by 4 equals 3.75. Very nice. Let's see. We've got to hit clear. 3.1415926535 times 3. It's gonna be 9.42477779674. Sweet! We've got a calculator that works. Turns out there's a really, really, really convenient function in Python that can just evaluate any expression you put into it. It's called eval, and it's built in, and it just makes doing mathematical calculations so simple. It's lovely. It's nice. So yeah, that's basically the foundation for this calculator. But this was really valuable because learning how to go about actually putting the buttons in place and yeah, how to like lay out the positions of them on the screen, and then how to like connect all of the buttons to certain functions and then have it evaluate up here, and even just being able to clear the screen. Very, very interesting information. This is a little bit beyond the hello world function. It's good for practice here. So yeah, we've got a calculator up and running, which is lovely. I know you're thinking, yeah, Mal, this is great. You got yourself a calculator. You got a calculator, but like, what does that have to do with the gacha game? It has everything to do with the gacha game. By which I mean it has literally nothing to do with the gacha game. The calculator is not necessary. The calculator is a nothing. This is just for practice. But it's important practice is what it is. Also, why did that just die? That's weird. Oh wait, no, that's fine. That's just the calculator window disappearing on me. That's fine. But no, I haven't just been making a calculator. As much as I would have loved, you know, adding percentages, having memory storage, having, you know, like, just all kinds of fun features that one could put in a calculator. I resisted the urge, and I stayed focused on what I was actually supposed to be doing, which is UI design and learning how to get that to work. So yeah, now that I've got this settled, I've got settled on Kivy. I've familiarized myself with the very, very, very basics. Like, oh my god, that is just the basics that was required for this. You've got no idea. Yeah, so then it started becoming, okay, now I need to think about actual UI design. I went back to some primary sources. I got my gacha game collection out. I had a little look at their front screens. I figured out what screens I was going to be needing in my gacha games. And yeah, a little combination of what I need to put in my game and what my game needs to show. And also a bit of inspiration from what other gacha games put on their front screens and what have you. So yeah, when I had done that, I did this. So now we've got the Amber Gacha now has a proper front-end code here. We actually have the basics of it. We actually have a basic front-end up and running. It doesn't do much, but it does at least a little bit of a something, okay? I'll ask you to bear with me. I've not yet had time to hook it all up with all of the client software. Right now it's basically just doing its own thing, but it's getting ready to work with the client software. We're very close. We'll probably end up working on that a little bit today, actually. I'm not sure if I want to actually know. I think we'll probably like build a couple of more screens today. So a couple more of the windows that will be showing up and showing information and, you know, just displaying what the game's got going on. But yeah, maybe we will actually hook something up, maybe to like view what characters are in the account. We can probably do that as a little bit of a project for today. This will be a relatively short stream. I'm thinking we'll maybe stop after about 2 hours, something like that. This is not going to turn into like a 4-hour long programming stream. Maybe just a 2 hours programming stream. But yeah, I did a chunk of this yesterday, or like in the last 2 days rather. I think the day before yesterday I did a very basic thing. Yesterday I did nothing. But then today I actually managed to string two screens together. I have learned a lot just in the last, what, like 3 hours or something? 3-4 hours since I woke up and had energy to come to the PC. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Right, let's actually have a look at the front-end software that I got. Let's have a little look-see. So, hold on. Let me just get this connected up. We want... Where is it? Alright, I need to click off, click on. This is Amber Gacha. And become visible. There we go. Wait, hold on. Shrink it a little. There we go. So, nice screen resolution going on here for a gacha game. We've got the 20:9 ratio. Oh, that's annoying. You can't see the... oh, crud. You can't actually see the text. Why can't we see the text? I want to see the text. This is the title screen. Hold on, wait. Let's show that. Why can't it just disappear when it's not visible? Color, vertical, canvas, color, label, 00001. Why is that not showing up? That should be black. That's very odd. Oh, that's the background color. That's very odd. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm getting distracted. I'm good at this. RGBA is going to be 0001. Give that a try. And then it crashes. Oh, that's helpful. I don't know why. It crashes when I try and tell it what color to go for. What if I go to color? Just like that. Crashes again. Lovely. Just color. Hey! There we go. There we go. Right. Now you can see it. If it wants to show. Game, you feel like showing? No? There we go. Right, there we go. Now you can see. Now you can see. So yeah, we've got Amber Gacha. Can you even read that? I don't know if you can read that. I'll zoom it in a little bit more. The font size might be a little small. It says Amber Gacha. You can read it. Good. They've got Amber Gacha here. So this is like the big fancy title screen, okay? This is gonna be lovely, maybe at some point in the future. And we've got a little tap to enter button here, so you just tap it or click it or whatever. And then it swipes. And then it comes over here to the main screen. Like there will be a login before this where you've got to actually, you know, log into the game and it verifies that you're actually logged in. You've got your account information. That's all. We already know that that's already handled, so you don't need to worry about that. And then we've got little buttons here. This was really fun figuring out how to lay these out, by the way. I have laid these out now twice in two different ways. Once using regular Python code, which is very verbose. There's a lot of text required. And then again, using Kivy's KV language, which is just a very, very simple shorthand way of programming. It is. I was a bit hesitant to start on it because like it was going to take a bit of effort to get used to doing it, but after I actually got started on it, it turned out to not be too bad. And actually I think I prefer it now to using the Python method. So yeah, it's good. Would recommend. But yes, so now we've got a bunch of buttons and they do nothing. You can click on them. You can click on them and there's ways to like bind them to stuff. But yeah, no, so far there's nothing. But you can't deny having the buttons at all is a really good place to be, I would say. I would say it's a good place to be. So I'm quite happy with it. I like it. I'm quite happy. I think it's also lined up fairly well. I'm fairly sure that these two are like on the same level. Like these four over here, these over here, these down here are all pretty good. And those are just doing their own thing. Yeah, it's really interesting, actually. So yeah, the way that you do it, or the way that I've done this anyway, is I've broken it into three major sections. You've got the top section up here. This is just like one long strip. There's a button here, and a label here, but the label is blank, so it doesn't matter. And then we've got three sections in the middle. We've got a column here, but we're only using part of it. This is just empty. Then this big bit in here is just a label, which is also empty. And we've got another 4x4 area over here, but it's only using half of that as well. That isn't even anything, that's just empty. It only uses half the space. And then the bottom's just a long line of things. This one's slightly longer than the other ones. So yeah, a lot of learning having been done. This would be, of course, you know, where you've got your main character shows up, or what your Oshi in the game would like have their fancy high quality art, maybe even animation going on here. And then of course you've got all the buttons to go to social options, the shop, the gacha, and all the everything that's going on around here as well. So yeah, no, it's this took me several days to learn everything that I need to do, multiple times. But no, I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. This has been a lot of fun. So yeah, now, what we have at the end of this is we have all of the knowledge that is necessary to actually make a gacha game, or to actually make not just the mechanics for the gacha game, but to actually make it a visual game, to actually make it a playable game in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, what my current intentions are going to be is we are going to build on what we've currently got. We're going to build on this, and this is not going to be final, of course, but we're going to build on this, and we'll use this as kind of like a stepping stone. This will be a stepping stone towards having all the screens currently visible, and then be able to engage with the game on its own terms. Like, I won't have to go into like a Python file in order to test the game. I'll be able to do it entirely from within the game. I'll be able to roll for the gacha and confirm that that's all working. I can do battles and confirm that's working. There's going to be, yeah, it's all going to be handled from inside the game. I probably will still have, like, you know, NPC battles and stuff handled from the server side, or like the database. Like this, determining what enemies are going to show up in battles, that kind of thing. That'll probably still happen from, you know, very low level, relatively low level server side stuff. I don't expect to have like a cheat mode. There will be no god mode available in the client. Not even for me. So yeah, there should be hopeful. I'm looking forward to seeing if people find any bugs or cheats or glitches in this, and they find like massive exploits. That would be really funny. I've always wanted to make a game and then have people like find a bunch of exploits in it. That would be really fun. I would enjoy that. I would really enjoy that. But yes, so yeah, we've got a foundation here, and it even like converts over to it. So let's start this up again. If the game wants to start, does it recognize that it's now open? You feeling it? Doesn't appear to be feeling it. There we go. Right, refresh. There we go. So yeah. We've got that there. You tap the button, but can it play sound? I haven't set it to play sound yet, mostly because I don't actually have any sound for it to play. That will be something that I'll need to look at later. Right now, I'm more focused on getting the game to the stage where it's actually testable, rather than getting to the stage where it's got all of the fancy features like, you know, fun animations or like sound effects, music, that kind of thing. Even like pictures. Like the testing for the game is literally just going to be text. It's going to be text. It's going to have like the name of your character and then their stats. You can like click on them, and then when it's their turn, they'll have a little highlight, and you can click on them and then tell them to do a thing. That's what it's going to be. But look at that! It's so cool. But yes, lots of learning has been done, and I'm very, 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 very happy with it. So yeah, this has been quite the endeavor, actually. I've gone through multiple stages, and there's so much commented code, you've got no idea. Yeah. What originally happened, like if we go back over to the first example that I showed, the calculator. First off, it starts out, what you're doing is you're just making the base app, and when it builds, you're just showing a layout of buttons, basically. That's what this is, the box layout. And then you just like add all the buttons, and like there's like one button at the top. Well, that's a label. There's a label at the top. There's some buttons in the middle and a button at the bottom, and then you just roll with that. But yeah, it gets a bit more complicated when you've got multiple screens that you're going between. Let's go back to this one. So yeah, when you've got multiple screens, you need to use a screen manager. And this is something that I literally got my head wrapped around in the last 2 hours, where you have to, like, it's like the way that Kivy keeps track of all the different screens that you can move on to. All the screens get defined earlier. You just like declare a class for the screen. Like this, not this one. Like this one. Screen title. So that's just the title screen. And then there's like one little function just so that when you press the button in the when you press the button on the title screen, it just moves the current screen in the root of the running app to screen main menu. And that then moves over, that's the little swishy effect, which moves it over to the main menu screen. The actual description for what's going on is all handled over here in the KV file. And it just uses this little indented layout. There's the UI manager. That is the what is that? That's the screen manager thing. And it just like handles what screens are available, which ones can be moved to, defines what they are. So that all of them will have to get updated in there. And then we've got all the details for the title screen are in here. So we're just set the color as white, how big the rectangle is, just as big as the window, the layout of the buttons and labels on it. Then there's the first label, the big empty one that says Amber Gacha. And then there's the button that you press tap to start, kind of thing. Then the main menu screen is right here. We've got the canvas, top row, middle row, bottom row, all of that. Which is actually really good. Like, now that I've gotten used to this, like I still need to try and find a cheat sheet actually that tells me what all the different variables that are available to each of the options are. But I know the basics of it anyway now, which is very nice. So yes, that's what we've got just now. Now, yeah, this is when having my book would actually be rather helpful, because what I'd like to do now is actually make a new screen. And the question is, do I want... Yeah, I think the screen should start being able to interact with the server. Maybe let's make the login screen. I think that's an important one to do. We'll make the login screen or the account creation screen. Yeah, let's do that. That should be quite interesting to do. So that should be relatively simple right here. So if we go to, where would it be? Yeah. This should just about do. We've got a bunch of commented lines here. Let's not worry about those. Class login screen, which is just going to inherit from screen, which is lovely. We just copy this line over, the init. We probably want another line there. Yes, we do. And right, so login screen. Login screen. Can these like collapse in themselves? No, this does not have support. That's fine. So we just need in pointy brackets. Let's see. We'll start here. Screen name. I'm going to call it. Oh, hold on. Not putting each screen in a separate file. This game is really awkward about that. Like, there is a way. Listen, I've literally just had enough time to get this bloody file working so that I could show the demo of the game before this stream started, TV. Don't you ride my ass about not having every screen in a separate file. It'll happen It's not there yet. Give me time. I'm still figuring stuff out and I'm rather tired. I got like 4 hours sleep last night. It was great. Excuses. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Name, we're just going to call it screen login. Is going to be it. And that just needs to be in that. I expect instantaneous understanding from you. Well, sorry to disappoint. My understanding is instantaneous, but my implementation is not. And this is just going to be screen login, and that just gets a colon, and that's us. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, screen login. Let's go down to the bottom. And then we go in 1. And I think this is in... No, it goes... No indent. Screen login is this. Now, what is the login screen going to be like? I think it's going to be 6 buttons. I think there's going to be 6 buttons. Or rather 6 fields rather. And this is going to be something that's going to be new for me. There's going to be something included here that I haven't actually done before, so that's going to be very fun. We're going to need a text input section, which I've never done before. That'll be very fun. So just allow me to have that open in another screen, so I can just steal that directly from this. So okay, I think what we're gonna have to begin, we're gonna have a box layout to begin. It's gonna be a box layout, and let's see, for box layout we want it to be orientation vertical. We'll just copy that and we'll change it to vertical. I'm lazy. Box layout's already there, that's fine. Box layout, for goodness sake. There. Box layout vertical. Lovely. And there's a way to set the color. Canvas color, there we go. I think we'll have the canvas be black to begin. There we go. And then so we'll have login. Label. It's a label to begin. Is it not? Yes, label. Then we'll have text. Login to server, I suppose. Color's white by default, so I think we can leave that be. Size hint. Yeah, so one of the interesting tricks about Kivy is that it uses this thing called a size hint. Like a lot of things when you're working on them to do with visualization, they're very, very specific that you need to use a precise pixel. You need to say exactly what pixel it's going to be in, which can be very fiddly. You need to like refer to how big the screen is on the device that's being used, and then you need to make sure that whatever you're using to show is like within a certain range. This is quite simple, actually. You can just type in size hint, and this is going to be size hint Y, because all these boxes are in a like uppy downy box, which is nice and easy to work with. And I feel like the top login bit should be like maybe like I don't know, 40% of the screen. So we'll just have it like 0.4, and that's fine. Then next, I think we're gonna have, let's see, it's a grid layout. We're gonna have a grid layout for next, and that's gonna have calls. Pretty sure it's calls, isn't it? Yes, calls is 2. So this is gonna set up like a bunch of well, columns, grid columns, and a it creates a grid, and you define it by the number of columns, and then you can add as many rows in those columns as you want, and as many entries in each of those as you want. So yeah, we'll just have 2 right here, which is nice and easy. So yeah, now, okay, TV's having a bit of a moment here. I'm not sure if it's a good moment or a bad moment here. I think I've blown his mind. This is too early in the morning. Believe me, it's too early in the morning for me too, but I managed to wrap my head around it. Right, so this is going to be a text input. Rather, no, sorry, we need a label first. We've got a label first. Text is going to be username, which is fine. Also, how does this work? So that's username, and then it's text input, right? So it goes right to left, left to right rather, sorry. That's label, and it's going to be text input. That input needs to be capitalized. And now, text input, multi-line is going to be false. That should be fine. That's good. Then label. Wait, that's column. Right, hopefully this will work. Label. Yeah, how do I determine which label things are on using KV? There's a question. Hello, KV language. Calls, grid, calls len, self data, len root data. Ooh, to have your display updated when your data change, you can now just have calls equals len root dot data. Ooh, that's useful. Very useful. That's extend canvas, text input, widget. That's interesting. I think this can work. I think this is fine. Let's just roll with this for now. We'll come back to it if it becomes a problem. And if it becomes a problem, we will see that it's a problem because it's very visual. So text is username, multi-line is false. Text equals, not equals, colon, password. This is going to be interesting actually. Text input, but the question is there a way to, so we want multi-line false, but is there also hide text? Is that a thing? Can I hide the text of the password? So Kivy, text input, is there a way to like replace the text? That would be nice. Filtering, control what text can be added, shortcuts, API, allow copy, background disable normal, phase direction, border, cancel selection, copy data, cursor blink, cursor column. I wonder if there's a way to disable foreground color, backspace movement. There must be a way to hide it. wonder if there's a way to hide it. That would be very nice. H-align. That would be good. Is there a password input object? I'm not sure. Insert text. I wonder. Also, hello Fractabella. I'm good to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. We are doing some programming today. Gacha game programming. Hopefully you are doing very good. Yeah, currently, I've got the main screen for my gacha game up and running. Actually, I think I can demonstrate that still. Unknown class screen login. What? Oh, right. I just got these the wrong way around. That's fine. So cut that, paste that. This should work again. There we go. Right, hold on. There we go. We've got the main screen for my gacha game. It's very basic. It's like very early pre-alpha. But yes, it works. There's buttons and stuff. We're currently working on it a little. It's fun. But yes, hopefully you're doing good there, Fracta. Right, where was I? You use the password property. Is that a thing? Ah, there's password. Lovely. Password is a Boolean property. Right, we'll display its characters as the character set in password mask. There we go. Right, that's good to see. That's good to see. Right, okay, good. So, password is true. Password underscore mask is just going to be a star. Lovely. Right, that's really good. That is really good. That's huge. I gave TVPG a proper password input so it appears as asterisks now. Will help out a lot now. Yep. Turns out all it took was 2 lines. It took 2 lines to get it to work. It's great. As buttons and widgets and they connect to things. Indeed they do. Indeed they do. Right. So that takes us to the login screen. That's good. But I don't have any logic for the login screen, which is great. But that's fine. That does the job. Let's have another little look back. That's not it. It's not there. Where is it? There we go. There we go. And I believe there's another page that will tell me what I want to do next. Lovely. But yes, it's a good day today. We're making progress already. This is lovely. That's not what I want. That is also not what I want. That is not what I want. This, I think, is what I want. Input management. There we go. Wait, no, that's like controls and stuff. That's fine. Okay, I think I can work with this. So I previously had one for, let's see, where is it? This one, screen title. On press, root press start. So we'll come back to that. We'll copy that just now. Let's go back down to here. So yeah, we've got the instruction, log into server. We've got the 4 options in here. You've got your username and then the input, the password and then the input. Then we're going to have submit. This is going to be button, text, submit. We may change that, but that's fine. And then that'll be on press. We want to do something. So there'll be a function for this. There'll be a specific function for this. So we'll add that in a second. We'll come back to that. Oh, sorry. This needs to go outside of the grid layout, otherwise that would cause an annoying problem. And then beneath that, I think we should have a sign up button. So this is going to be button, and the text is going to be register. And that is going to have an on press as well, which we'll also add in a moment. Should really build something using TTD, but I can't pick a test harness. I like those fancy words, Magic Man. TTD, test harness. Yes, very, very new to proper app development here. So I'll ask you to bear with me on that. Right, so that gives me what the login screen's gonna look like. I think I'll just comment these lines out just now, and we'll like... do you want to comment? Why are you not commenting? That's odd. Fine, I'll just manually comment then. Funny. Test-driven development sounds interesting. Like, you define what everything should do in tests, then you build the thing till it passes the test. Ooh, that's good. Oh, I think I've encountered something similar to that before, but it was literally like for like 2 hours during a kind of recruitment drive. It was fun. Right. So, let's see. Let's go back to the Amber Gacha app. We... by default want to return the UI manager. Delete that. Now what we'll have it do is return what's that one there? That is screen login. So now it should return the login screen instead of anything else, which is nice. Right, let me see if I can get this to actually behave. Well, it's worked. Let's see if I can actually show you what it looks like. Here we go. Yeah, it works. It actually kind of works. So I can click here and I can type in it. So Mal is the best. And the password. Lovely. And then I would be able to hit submit, or I can hit register. Register won't use this information. I'll probably just like add something else just to say sign up. Maybe register or sign up would be better. Or maybe having that like above the login would be better. Yeah, maybe having register above the login would be better. But still, now we've got a little login screen and I can like format this however I want, which is lovely. Yeah, no, I like this. I like this. This is good. This is good. I like this. But yeah, that gives us something to work with now. That's great. Right. So we've now got that. How do we get it to work with the actual game client? Now that's going to be interesting. There is an example for this somewhere. I saw it earlier today, but I don't remember exactly where it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I can do. Oh right, no, it was one of the Stack Overflow suggestions. There we go, that's the one. Okay. Sign in. Right. Okay. Okay. We've got username, we've got password. Now we add on text input lines. On text validate. On text validate. So this is a function that it'll do then. Let's see. Oh no, that's another thing. ID. Oh right, we need to give it an ID. ID shall be username field. So then we should be able to refer back to that once that's done. PWD. Oh, password field dot focus equals true. So what that'll do is it'll immediately point us to the password focus. I just need to give this the ID. ID password field is there, and then that'll go there. Once that's done, on text validate, then it'll do the function validate user, which is defined elsewhere, which is the one that actually sends things to the server, which is good. So root.validate user. So I'll run that function there. And then I go back over here. We've got the login screen here. And then we can write this function def validate user. And is there anything that it needs here? No, it's just self-referential. So user is going to be self.IDs. So it's looking at its own IDs and it's looking for username field. Not field. And then password is going to be self.ids.password field. So there we are. It gets the user and the password. Info. Oh, so for that it's using like backup info. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so we've got the username and password, which is nice. Let's see. So uname is going to be user.text. No, not get text score. What the hell is that? What the hell even is that? So it's user.text. And then pass W is going to be password.text. Lovely. And now we'll add this later. So this is okay. We'll add validation later. Actually, there's a to do add validation to login. Another good tip from TV right there. But what we are going to do right away, because I'm lazy, is we are just going to send directly to the main screen. So for that, I can just copy this, paste that in there. That will just take us straight to the screen main menu, which is lovely. So now we run. And it gives me the login. Mal is the best. And let's see. Now we do password. And if I hit enter, did it work? I don't know if it even worked. It should be taking me to the other screen, but it doesn't seem to be. Root validate user. That's validate user, and that is the root. It should be taking me to screen main menu, but it's not. Right, in that case, what I can do then, submit. Did the submit function button point to a function? No, but I didn't hit submit. I just hit enter, and that's something that should happen on text validate, like when it confirms that text has been input, or at least that's my understanding. But yes, this will need to be put to a function. What we'll do here. Def main screen to main menu. I'll just do to main menu. So now we'll just do that. Root validate user, and this can just be self dot to main menu. On press, we want to do validate user. Root dot validate user, which is fine. Run. Let's see if this works. Oh, also, I'm just remembering that you can't actually see what's going on here. That's very helpful, isn't it? Capture automatic. There we go. Right, hopefully that'll just behave. That's the best. And I hit enter, nothing happens. If I hit submit, nothing happens. Why is nothing happening? It's very odd. It should be jumping. I'm gonna try just throwing a print in. Login successful. And that'll just tell us whether this is actually working. So it's it's got us in. And if I hit this, it says login successful, but it doesn't complete the jump. If we hit submit, okay, if we hit submit, nothing happens. But if we press enter on the password field, then it says login successful. That's odd. They both literally do the same thing. But then it's also failing the to menu. App get running at root current screen main menu. Is that a problem with this? Because we've got screen login. No, it's confirmed there. In the previous one, root press start. This one doesn't do anything. Screen login. Hold up, the on press is commented out. I don't think it is. Oh, this one is. Yes, that'll be why. Well, that'll be why that doesn't work. I don't think it will catch the bigger problem. Oh. So if I hit enter here, it says login successful. If I hit submit, login successful. Okay, so that's good. But why is it not jumping to the main menu, which it should be doing? Why is it not giving us the main menu? Yeah, very good catch, Fracta. That explains that problem. But why isn't it taking us to the main menu? Root validate user. That's validate user. Let's copy that over just in case I've made some kind of dumb typo. Don't think I have. I have mad skills, it's true. To main menu. Get running app root current screen main menu. We do have a screen main menu, it's right here. I literally copied this in earlier. That printf ran, yeah. It's logging in, but it's not changing the screen. What are we running this in? Kivy! We're running this in Kivy, which is very fun. Yeah, why is this not working? This should totally be working. Why is this not behaving? Why is this not nice? Why is this not having a fun time? I do love when this happens. It's a problem with this function, which for some reason isn't doing what it should be doing. Despite the fact that the function does do what it needs to do up here. So it's in press start is defined way up here on press. Oh, on press, hold on. Yeah, no, on press, root validate user, it does the thing. Refers to self, IDs, username field. Username field is correct, isn't it? So grab that username field, paste it in there, grab password field, prop it in there. Is to main menu a class? No, it's just a function. Oh, right, that might be the problem then. Maybe? But like, no, it worked okay as a function in screen title. So there should be no problem with screen login. In screen title, root validate user. So we don't need a self, do we? No. Calling root basically does the same thing as calling self. So the root of screen login. Oh wait, no. Maybe it's because it's looking in root, but it's not in root. But then it looks in root, but it gets screen title, so it should be okay looking for screen login. Very weird. Very odd, because it works exactly the same up there. It is literally the same line of code. It is exactly the same function, but this one works and this one doesn't. There is no distance. Stream login's a class and the moving to main screen isn't. Yeah, but screen title is and screen login is. Press start is a function. Validate user and to main menu are functions. It is, and it is running it. It is getting there. We know that it's reaching this line because it's calling login successful. Validate user is the correct thing. It then calls to main menu, which for some reason fails. Let's do a try except and see if we can figure out what's going on here. Let's see. Let's see if this will tell us anything. Catch that stuff! Login successful. But there's no exception. Apparently it's doing it. But it's not. Right, am I missing something? Am I missing something? This is ID title. Oh, it's because I haven't set what the ID is? No, that doesn't seem right. ID title screen. No, because screen main menu is fine. ID screen main menu. Maybe screen title. ID screen login. I don't think this will fix it. I wave my arms around and howl. Yes, very relatable. That's how I feel right now. Oh dear me. Root, validate user, submit. Login successful but not moving. Right, what if we cut out the middleman? What if we just say on text validate, let's just move immediately. Let's not worry about the validation. So on text validate root dot to main menu. Let's try that. Will it work then? Oh! Attribute error. In register. No, then there's register and then it just fails. That's odd. Text validate and button. And button. Text submit. On text validate. Text validate. Should be on press. Oh, right. Should be press. Thank you for that. Well spotted there. And it's not working. That is strange. That is very strange. Right, okay, well. We've established now that the problem is with this function. App get running at root current screen main menu. Oh wait, I know what the problem is. I'm just dumb. What I did is I changed what the gacha app's doing, so it defaults to the login screen rather than the UI manager. So let's comment that out. Yeah, that was my bad there. Let's uncomment you. We're using the UI manager. Then we need to change the UI manager to default with... Does it matter? UI manager, name, screen title, screen main menu, screen login. While we're at it, we'll have screen title. Yeah, we'll change screen title. We'll have that changes to screen login. Yeah, I basically changed that so that I could show off the login sequence, the tap to main screen sequence at the start of the stream. So that was my bad there. There we go. Amber Gacha, tap to enter, tap, takes us to the login screen. And hit enter. Voila! It works! Yay! Wonderful! Oh dear. Right, that's fine. Okay, that's really good. That is really good. Right. So now we can actually do a login. That's good. I also want a screen for account registration. And we can do that very, very quickly now that we've sorted these problems. But we'll also need one... I think we can get rid of this try except here now. That's not necessary. So now... def to register. That's going to be app. Paste you. Lovely. Instead of screen main menu, that's going to be screen register. Lovely. Okay, so that's good. So now we need class screen register, which is a screen, naturally. Let's just steal those. Copy. And now we're going to need one that loops back to login. So def. Actually, this should be the same as press start, but instead of being press start, it's just gonna have a different name. So you can go here, paste. That's not press start. It's registration success, which loops to login, which is good. Now, over here, this is actually going to be very similar to screen login, so I'm just going to copy everything. And we're going to change to screen register. This is going to be screen register. This is going to be the same. We're just going to change it to register account. This is going to be slightly different. Slightly different on this one. So we've got another column. We've got one for username. Yeah, actually, let's refer very quickly back to the client file. So where is host? User login, query records, create new user. Sweet, that's it. So we need a username, a password, and an email address. That's cool. Okay, username, password, email address. I'll enter that right here, actually. Username, password, email are the three things that we need, and of course we'll have a double password entry just to confirm. I won't worry too much about like password security at this point, but we will add it later. So that's fine. So that is register account, that's fine. Let's move you to here. Grid layout, 2 columns, that's fine. So that's the wrong layer there. This is going to be label. Text is going to be email address. And then we're going to have text input. And there's going to be a better way of doing this, like actually confirming that what has been entered is an email address. But I think for now, just know that if this does go out, you put in an email address and it turns out to not be your email address, there'll be no way to get your account back. I will also have to see if I can set this up with like some kind of like email service so that it can send automated emails. That would be fun. Right, so text input. We want, let's see, ID, email field, multi-line, not multi-line, multi-line is false, multi-line, thank you, on text, validate, let's see, username field dot focus. Sweet. And I'm actually going to copy the password again because, you know, websites like having double confirmation. They really do. So confirm password. There we go. So that's password field 2. That's fine. And this is going to be password field 2 dot focus. Wait, does it normally do? Oh, right, we don't need focus equals true. That's fine. Password field 2 dot focus. Lovely. Password confirmed. Password root validate user, which is going to be nice. And then let's have a little look at the client. We don't actually have a specific thing for the client, so we can probably just handle this here. Yeah, let's have a little look. Text register account. Okay. Oh, and we can also get rid of the register button down here. We can get rid of that route to main menu. Validate users fine. Up here, register on press gives us, where was it? Root dot to register. Lovely. Okay. And that will still send us to the main menu automatically because it's always just to say success. So let's run it and let's have a little look. Project scope creep. Listen, it's just basic security stuff, TV. Relax, it's fine. So I could log in if I want, but I want to register. So we click register and it crashes. No screen with name, screen register. Oh, right, I didn't add one in the manager, that's fine. Screen, not screen. Screen, name, screen, register, lovely. Screen, register. Excellent. Right, that should be us now. So we open up here, we select enter, we hit register, register account, and there's a massive big feck off submit button. It's great. So Mal is the best at gmail.com. Mal, my default username, and the most secure password in the world. Submit. And screen register has no attribute. Validate user. That's weird. Oh, right. That's fine. So we don't want it to validate user. We actually want it to be register user. Register user. Which for now, we will just lift entirely from screen login. Yes. Register user. Then self.registration success. Sweet. That should now work. What we will do is have this. Yeah. We'll have this do password 2 equals self.ids.password field 2, and then if password is also equal to password 2, then it'll do everything else. Or rather, if password is not this, then it'll complain. First, that'd be right. Let's see. Big important part, validate and sanitize these register inputs. I am confused. Wait, what's the... That's the submit button you really need. The submit button? Screen register. Register user, submit. That's fine. You do not want code injection into your database or else. Wait, validate and sanitize these register inputs. Yes. That is something I'm gonna have to do. I will add that right now in register user to avoid that. So to do validate and sanitize register inputs to avoid code injection. Good thing. I have an XKCD that's related. Do we have a link? Can we get him a link? There we go, you got a link. I do love me some XKCD. Right, so this is going to be if passwords are not the same, then complain. There we go. It's number 327. Let's have a look. Oh, wait. No, I think I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Of course I have. This is your son's school. We're having some computer trouble. Oh dear, did he break something in a way? Did you really name your son Robert apostrophe and... Oh dear, my god. Oh yes, little Bobby Tables we call him. Well, we just lost this year's student records. I hope you're happy, and I hope you've learned to sanitize your database inputs. Oh dear, that's a good one. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, love XKCD. It's so good. If you don't know XKCD, just read it. It's not all programming-y stuff, it's just generally a good time. Right. I believe the tutorial I was looking at had a suggestion. Oh wait, right, so info.text is going to be password mismatch. Info equals self dot IDs dot info. That's not a dot, that's a slash. So how does this person do info? Ah, there's a label with the ID info. Not that one. The first one, that's this one. Let's make a new one. Label ID info text. This is going to be maximum nerdery. I think I have all of Randall's books. You've got the books. I'm jealous. I don't have any of them. Need them. Right, let's see. Text is going to be... just empty for now. That's fine. And then we can change it if necessary. And then the rest is in an else. Yeah. So then LF. User equals, oh wait, user, what we'll do, take that first, user equals, or rather uname, or pass W is empty, or password 2.text equals empty. Then oh wait, I've just done that entirely wrong, haven't I? That's fine. Then info.text is going to be invalid username and or password, else This handles login, so that's going to be this. It's going to be very nice. Lovely stuff. Right, let's do another little playtest, shall we? Amber Gacha. We're going to register. And... oh yeah, we've got another entry here. So let's change the layout of it. Malcolm is the best at gmail.com. That's not even my email address. But it should be. Oh. Oh, username isn't going to password. That's weird. And neither's password going to password. That's weird. Submit. And something is complaining. That's fun. That's just a solid crash. Okay. Username field focus. Email address goes to username. That works. Username goes to password field, but it didn't do that for some reason. Also, what's this error? Line 119, which is very helpful. Oh, that's just the everything, isn't it? Super object has no attribute, get attribute. What might that be? Also, yeah, this is the annoying thing about working with Kivy files. There's like no support for finding bugs in a Kivy file. Which is annoying. Password field 2. That's irritating. Oh, right, it will just be this else, won't it? No, that won't be that else, that's fine. Super has no attribute, get attribute. Am I missing some? Oh, wait, no, wait, what? What is going on? I mean, I don't have a text input here, so... Kivy.uix.text. Don't know where I got text input from. I mean, I don't need it here, it's kind of handled in here, but what is this? Super object has no attribute, get attribute. Right, so it has to be in this here somewhere. Has no attribute, get attribute. That's very odd. What's missing? That's weird. Oh wait, no, it's up here. Info.text has no attribute, get attribute. What? Oh, right, okay, that'll be... wait, that's label with some text in it. Has no attribute, get attribute. What happens if I just, like, make that space? enter, register, mal@gmail.com. Yeah, my password is password. Shush. Yeah, I hit enter and it's not going to the next line. What the hell? Submit, and it crashes again. Info equals self.ids.info. That's weird. Because I mean, like, the label's here, it's got the ID info. That's weird. Or maybe it's just because it's info. Let's see. Registration info? Maybe that'll resolve the issue. Maybe it's like looking up a different kind of info and like complaining about life. Register. I also need to add it so that, like, when I'm logging in normally, like on normal websites, I hit tab to go to the next bar or the next box. And for some reason this wants me to do it with the new line key. I don't like that. That doesn't even work. Submit, and it crashes. Nope. It is just not happy. It has no attribute get attribute. But it should. Like, it really should. But for some reason it does not. Why not? This is odd. Right, info, text is empty. Why is that complaining? Why specifically this? Self IDs registration info. Super object has no attribute get attribute. Super object is screen. Or should it be root? I don't think it needs to be root. Oh, wait, the password field focus thing. Right, okay, hold on. That's something I can fix just now. Username field focus equals true. That's necessary there. That's what allows us to focus on the next thing. Password field 2 focus equals true. That'll be helpful. At least it bloody better be. So why is it now complaining? Have to enter. Register. Super object has no attribute get attribute. Properties. Super object has no attribute get attribute. Super object has no attribute get attribute. I mean, it should, because it works for literally everything else. It's got an ID. The text is there, and it doesn't even need to be filled. On text validate. Right, well that's helpful. That's made a difference at least. So why is it now doing this? I don't know. Why is it not working? This is strange. Because it's literally working for other stuff. Self.ids is exactly there. Is it just that, have I made a typo or something? Is that the problem? Maybe there was a typo. No, no typo. Just for some reason this is a problem. Wait, no, maybe that's the issue. That's fine. Sign in windows a box layout, but that's not what I want. Is it because... No, it's not, because they're working fine. That is really weird. Why here? What is going on? Nope, I'm stumped. Just for some reason this one label is not a happy time. Label. ID. Maybe that needs a label as well? Because like everything else needs a label, or an ID rather. Username label. Password label. Password label. Oh, password to label. Right. Come on. Please behave. Nope. Super object has no attribute, get attribute. Right, let's look up this specific issue. Kivy. Attribute error, super object has no attribute, get attribute. ID is set in a special way. Its value is not a string because it's not a casual variable. You can't access it with widget.id. Well, that's fine. I'm not trying to change the ID. I'm just trying to change the text. The ID isn't a string. Because it's not a casual variable. You can't access it with widget.id, that's fine. ID is a keyword for a future keyword. In fact, it is, because the characters assigned to ID will become a string key with the value of object got from weak proxy to the object weak proxy points to, or better said, ID value becomes some root widget.id's string value equals weak ref proxy value, where value becomes an object. What print self would return? I suspect that if you use a string as the value for ID, you'll end up with weak ref, weak proxy pointing to a string. I use the word point as it reminds me of pointers. Don't get confused with C pointers. If you look again, the output, super gives you access to a class you inherit from. Print string ID, get attribute will give you the same error, but super is substituted with the real value because you don't have that. Okay, I love this. There's a big there's a big post explaining the problem, but it's not telling you how to resolve it. Like, thank you for telling me why this is wrong. Don't use quotes when defining IDs, right? That's the problem. Don't use quotes when defining IDs. Is that really the issue? You could have... Yeah, that's the issue. You could have just said that, mate. That's all you had to say was don't use quotations. Oh dear, this freaking thing. This is great. This is great, this. There we go, right. This is fine. We found the problem. Let's be happy about it, okay? Yeah, look at that. Username field works fine. Password field worked fine. Password field 2 worked fine. But yeah, registration info didn't work. Bug squashed, yay! Right, tap to enter, register, mal. Password mismatch. My ass, the password matches. Right, if password is not equal to password 2, it is, it totally is. Lowercase mal, lowercase mal, submit. Complains. You should not be complaining. If password is not equal to password 2, that's weird. Oh, right, that's the problem. If pass W is not equal to, so pass W2 equals, that's fine, this is a minor issue. Password 2.text. And now we do pass W2. That's fine. Run, enter, register, mal. Password mismatch. My foot. Huzzah! Huzzah, hopefully. Pass W2, text. Nanny the what? Wait, the first password 2? There's pass W2, password 2. The if statement. Oh, yeah, that's it. There we go. Well spotted there. A very good eye for this. This is great. Register. Mal. And it crashes again, but for a different reason this time. Apparently, string object has no attribute text. Right, that's fine. That's just me not removing this. That's fine. Minor issue, barely an inconvenience. It's a bit of an inconvenience. Register. Mal. And now we log in. We go mal. mal. And we're in! Hooray! It simulates! Right, let's just make sure that the other issues work. Oh, there's one issue I need to sort as well. This one's if username is empty. So... So yeah, this one is going to be LF... oh shit, I need to do... email. Is going to be self.ids.email label. We go. EML is going to be email dot, what's that, text, email dot text. Otherwise, if EML, if string does not contain, let's see, Python, check if character in string. There'll be something a bit more robust later, but this is fine. So if at not in EML, registration info.text is going to be invalid email address. There we go. Right, that'll fix that. Let's see. You need to confirm a valid email has been given to. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there's a reg expression. I have no idea how to use regular expressions. No idea how to use. Pulled randomly from the intertubes. That is good. That is good. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. You tell me. I'll give it a bash. Email address. So let's see if we can figure this out. Mal. Invalid email address. Right, fine. mal@gmail.com. Right. Then username is mal. The passwords would be accepted here, so let's do it without a username. Ah, that's weird. Now it contains an at. Regular expressions are complicated but also simple. It's just another coding language and pretty good to know. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Right, okay, so now the passwords are identical. There's an at in the email address, but it's not changing. So much time using Vim has taught me a lot. Username is gone. Username is gone intentionally, Valana. Also, good morning to you, Valana. Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, username is gone intentionally because currently we're trying to test whether it can recognize that there's an invalid username or password. That's weird. But it's having other issues right now. Right, let's try just restarting the app. But yeah, hopefully you're doing good, Valana. Good morning to you. Register. Right. mal@gmail.com. Empty. Invalid email address. Why is it saying invalid email address? But it's not the email address that's the problem. Otherwise, if at not in the string. Have cat on lap, so is a good start so far. That sounds like a very good start right there. Give the cat some scritches for me. I mean, this should work. Right, print EML. Give that a bash. So run, tap, register. Submit. Oh. For some reason, it's taking the text as email address. Oh. That's email label, not email field. There we go. That's the problem. Right, that's why that was a problem then. That's fine. So now, mal is going to give us the invalid email address. If we correct that but remove the username, invalid username and or password, because the username's now out. That's fine. So now let's go for mal. We'll actually use that, but we're going to get this wrong. We're going to go for mal and we're going to go for password. Now there's password mismatch. I have to go for password. Now the match. Lovely. Excellent. Right, this is good. This is good. Now we're really cooking. So everything's working on the front end now. Now I just want to know, is this going to work on the back end as well? Or rather, when I say the back end, is this going to work with the database? So I think we want this, don't we? Yes, we want this to run. Server's now running for the database. And the compass is now going to work as well. We connect. Let's have a little look at this. Find. Gonna delete my login info. Right, let's have a little look at this. There's compass. Right, so now I've got compass up as well. This is gonna be good. We have had a good start to the day so far, Valana. This has been very good. Right, this is gonna live behind me, and in front of it is gonna pop up the thing. Ask me later. I don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, in front of me is going to fix this. Yeah, you may have noticed, we now actually have an actual front end for the gacha game. It's great. So, yeah, let's run this. Oh, wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. So, yeah. Still to do. Hold on. You go away. So, we need to actually add the validation right now, which is fine. Let's just add that right this second. So we have a little look at the client. We run. Oh, we've not even started the client yet, have we? No. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's concerning. We've got all the client stuff over here, but we don't have the main function ready to run. That's login test, add friends test. Can I just wrap it up all in a function? Or something. Just to run it. Probably not, right? No, but I can import. Import client AG gacha. Import client AG gacha. Does the import actually run all this? I think it does, doesn't it? So yes, Kitty. There's Kitty. Looks like good progress. Thank you, Valana. We are making some very good progress today, if I may say so myself. Right, then there's gacha client. Gacha client needs to be defined elsewhere, but that's fine. Yeah, main is there, login test creates the gacha client. So yeah, I think I just need to GC equals gacha client, and then we can get started. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Or rather, from AG client gacha import gacha client, and that should be everything that I need. So now GC equals yeah, GC equals gacha client. Now that's there. Or I think I can define this earlier before all the definitions. And that should be able to work. So that's GC. That can now be referred to everywhere. This is probably not the best way of doing it, but that's fine. So now validate user will want something. Screen register will want something. Validation to log in. So this is going to be. Ooh, oh, we need a whole new set of everythings, don't we? Yeah, I think we need a new set of functions. We do. That's fun. Very fun. Yeah, we do. Just to make this simpler. I mean, or I can just use GC, but then print response. Actually, no, I don't think I need. I mean, it would be nice to. Like, it may be a good idea too. But let's not worry too much about it just now, because like I'm also going to be finishing the stream fairly soon. I'm actually overtime, which is excellent, but I want to keep going. If I interact with a cat, my day is made. Exactly. Very true. Right. Response is going to be GC dot create new user. We're going to have username. So uname. Password is going to be passw. And email is going to be EML. And that should work. Print. Oh, so that says login successful. Ah, there should be a try accept. Try. Response is that. Print. Oh, I need JSON, don't I? Crud. Yeah. How did I import JSON? The imports are just import JSON. Nice. Import JSON. Lovely JSON. And why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Hold on. Login. Post message. Login. Yeah, why are you... Oh, right, it's because it needs the accept. Accept. Print. With exception as E. Print E. Or rather, F string. E. New line. Account creation failed. I don't think that needs a with. There we go. Otherwise, login successful. And then it runs registration success. Lovely. Wait, Actually, is there a way to... Yeah. Registration.info info.text can then be registration successful, and then I need to wait for like 3 seconds. Need to import time. This is very much spaghetti at this point. But it's fine. So now time.sleep 3. Let's see if this works now. Okay, so now we're cooking, folks. Now we're cooking. So, gonna say what we're doing and what we expect to see as it happens. So, what we want to see is we want to see down here in this window. I'm gonna delete this as well because it's not necessary just now. I hit find. We've got no account. I should be able to create an account from in here. That should be possible now. So enter, register. Oh wait, shoot. This is all right. Okay, this is just gonna make sure that we register the account. I don't need to test this. So mal@gmail.com, username Malcolm, password is a very secure password. And now if I submit, that's interesting. So I got the notification down here, registration successful. So now if I come over here and I hit this, the collection has no data. Why does it have no data? You should totally have data. Wait, name client is not defined. Name client is not defined. Client is not defined. What do you mean client is not defined? GC, create new user. What do you mean client not defined? Let's have a little look. Clients dot post. Result of the client get address, client. Game client, gacha client. Client. Yeah, client is not defined, but at the same time, client ain't here. So where's client? Client. Ah, with httpx.client verify context as client. Yeah, so that. So that's fine. So we copy that, paste that there. I'm gonna need HTTPX as well. Wait, we've got HTTPX. Context, that's gonna be... I can probably just import context from here as well. Import HTTPX. No complaints now. Right, close that. Run again. Right, take two. Tap to enter, register, email address mal@gmail.com. Not sponsored by Google. Malcolm. Password is very secure. And run. Account creation failed. Client is not defined. Are you kidding? We have literally said what the client is. Oh, aside from the fact that I also didn't use GC. No, I did. That's weird. Client is not defined. The client is defined. It's right there. It's right there. Oh, right. Maybe... What happens if I take this out? Cuts. There's going to be a complaint somewhere. Paste. That might be it now. Close. Run again. Tap to enter. Register. mal@gmail.com. Malcolm. Password. Client not defined. Client not defined. Account creation failed. Ooh, that's fun. That's really fun. Ooh, why are you doing this? Why are you being like this? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? What are you not doing? Why are you not working? Also, this needs to be better. Get rid of time. From threading. You don't have threading? Oh, lowercase threading. From threading, import timer. And we get to here. T equals timer 3. And then we run that after those 3 seconds. I think we just get rid of that, don't we? Yes, that's good. Then t dot start. Right, that's a better timer, but it still doesn't sort client not defined. Why is the client not defined when I've defined the client? Why is client not defined? It's totally defined. I've defined it. httpx.client with the verification context. It's totally defined. It's totally defined. Why is it not defined? Ah, dear. This is very fun. Very, very, very fun. Nah, this has actually been a really good day. It has. It works fine over here. So it runs main, it runs login test. Login test is all the way up here. So then it does all this. Does login stuff. Oh, but it creates, yeah, it creates the client there, which is after that, so that's fine. And then it tries doing response like that. Why am I using a client? What is client doing? What is the client doing? Client. Oh, it's whenever there's a thing gets sent. So like create new user, client.put. Oh, it's because client isn't set when gacha client is defined. Or rather, a second one's being used. I don't like that. Wait, actually, what if we... Gacha client. Yeah, no, this should be fine. Because we define client. Oh no, we need to define client, then do the import. Otherwise it'll complain. Is it possible to define this before importing gacha client? irritating. Don't know if it is. This is starting to get a little bit convoluted. More convoluted than I'd like. Give that a try. Okay, it's not complaining. Register. mal@gmail.com. Malcolm. Password. Registration successful, but client is not defined. Why is client not defined? Client should totally be defined. Why is the client not defined? Why? Why? Literally why? Why is the client not defined? Why is the client not defined? That is so weird. What if... Okay, what if we need an init for gacha client? So gacha client, when it's instantiated, the client is passed to it. So yeah, def init self client. So now self.client equals client. And now it will refer to self.client at all times. Shadow's name client from outer scope. That's fine. So every time there's a client, we want a self dot in front of it. So it'll be using its own client, which is set when it's instanced. Trust me, this is probably not going to work, but it might work. Self.client, 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 self.client. This hopefully will work. I really hope this works. So all of these now need to have client passed to them. That's a client. That's fine. Yep, just in case they have gacha client being part of them. These are just for the testing's sake, so that's fine. Then these all have client passed. Then that's main. Main gets client 2. Lovely. Right, that should now work. That should now work. This should now work. Register. Malcolm@gmail.com. Malcolm. Password. Password. Enter. Oh. Okay. We got an error, but it's a different kind of error. It's not one that's caused a crash, so that's good. Let's check on MongoDB. Find. Still nothing. Debug, connect TCP failed, exception, connect error, connection refused error. No connection could be made because the target machine actively refused it. Ah. So we did make the connection. The connection was made, it was received by the server. It just didn't like it. It just didn't like it. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, this is good. This is really good. I mean, it's not good because it means I'm still not done. But it's good because we're getting somewhere, or we're starting to get somewhere. Also, was there an error in the app itself? Right, we've gone to the login. Submit. No connection can be made because the target machine actively refused it. What's annoying is I don't think I've seen that error before. Connection failed, connection refused error. Why would it be refused? The target machine actively refused it. It might be that I'm not on the extension that I think I'm on. This server is on localhost 27017. What should it tell me? Oh, wait, no, because I'm not running the server. For God's sake, Mal. You're not running the server, no wonder it's not working. Right, run the server. Run the server, you genius. Right, there we go. Now the server's actually running. Maybe now this will actually want to behave. Like, let's see. Register. Submit. Pray. Registration successful. Front end. We go to the bottom. I don't know if that was successful. It may have been. Yeah, it's gone through. Registration successful. It's just throwing a little complaint about not being able to update because it's not built for multi-threading. But if we have a little look over on Compass, run find, I've just registered an account through my client. It's actually freaking working. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's worked. Oh, happy day. Oh. Now you see this feeling right here. This feeling right here. This is better than any other sensation. Getting the code to work. is the best feeling in the world. Right. Okay. This is a victory right here, folks. This is a victory right here. Not only have I been able to write the client software on its own, not only have I been able to make it interact with an actually running server and update an actual live database, I've been able to write a front end that can then interact with the client to send a message to the server to be able to register a user on the database. Oh, this is good. This is very good. Oh, yeah, it's moments like this that keeps you programming. It really is. Okay, I think this is a good opportunity to stop the stream right here. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead for the day. We're gonna end on a victory because, yeah, next step for me is going to be seeing if I can actually get the client to log in at all. And when it logs in, can it pull the data that it needs? So that's going to be my next job. That's going to be really fun. So yeah, can I log in? And can I actually see the account information? That's going to be a job for me this week. This is some progress right here. This is some huge progress. If I wanted, I could actually create an app that you could put on your phone and okay, maybe not you guys. I personally could oh dear. Yeah, no, in theory, I can make an app. Like I basically just need to change like one line of code. I could make an app that would allow you to be able to register an account on this game. I could do that. I could do that right now. It wouldn't be playable, but you could register an account. And I'm going to take that right now. So yeah, I'm bloody happy about this. So yeah, that's going to be my job. My job for the next week is going to be seeing how much more of this I can actually implement. Can I actually get to the stage where you can actually create a party and do a test battle on this? That is my next major milestone. Just get all the features for the front end to work with the client software so that we can actually do some testing. That's my next job. That's my next job. That's going to keep me occupied. That's going to keep me so occupied. But yes, I think that is going to do it for me today. I'm kind of very tired. But this has been fantastic. Thank you all so very much for coming along today. Thank you for your patience. It's been 2 weeks since my last gacha stream update, but yeah, I think all of my efforts have paid off. So yeah, next milestone is going to be having the client, or rather the front end, fully implemented and testable, and from there it's going to actually be testing the gameplay itself and building from there. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is so much fun. I'm so happy. I am so happy. But yes, thank you all for coming today. Thank you to TV, Fractabell, and Volana. Hopefully you've all had fun and thought this has been rather interesting. Thank you for the assistance, Fracta and TV also. And also for looking over my code, Volana. And to everyone else who's been here, whether you've been here from the start, you came along partway through, I really appreciate it. Just thank you for coming. So yeah, I haven't got my schedule sorted for next week. I'd say very likely I'm going to be streaming at least 2 days during the week. Maybe 3 days, we'll see how I feel. And then I think we will be streaming next weekend as well. So yeah, 4 or 5 streams next week. We'll see what things look like. But yes, until next time, probably Monday, Tuesday, take care of yourselves. Be very good to yourselves. I will do my best to be good to myself. And yeah, I will see you all again very, very soon. So yeah, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh dear, it works. It actually works. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this actually works. Yes, thank you all for coming. It's been a pleasure. I love doing these streams. I really do. We'll probably be starting a little bit later in the day next week as well. Maybe a bit closer to, like, I don't know, 40 minutes ago. So my time, 4 p.m. UTC plus 0. We'll go for something like that, I think. Oh my god, this is so good. I'm so happy. I have been fighting for like 2 months now. I've been working on this project. For 2 months. This has been like eating all the spare space in my brain. And it's very good. It's very good. Right! Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Who's live? Who is live? Someone's gotta be live, right? Who do we got? Who's up? More people than yesterday, which is good to see. Let's... You know what, it's been a while since we dropped a raid on Leonard. We'll drop a raid on Leonard. Who's having a little chatty time, and... Is he writing? I think he might be writing. Right, from one creative person to another. Take care of yourselves, folks. Matane!